taught a lot of people who've come through there, and Jim Foley was one of them. He was in my class, which is called Journalism Methods. It is the introductory class for people who are coming into the Masters of Science and Journalism program at Medill. And he was in that class in the winter of 2007. Started the very first week of January and continued through about the middle of March. We give them a choice of communities to work in, and Jim and his partner chose to work in Pilsen. One, because he lived there and knew the community, and he knew that there were stories there that weren't being told. Jim was fearless in a lot of regards. Not a thrill seeker, just someone who realized that in order to get the kinds of stories that he was after, you had to take risks, and you had to realize what those risks were. And to emphasize that this is someone who had already been captured and held for 4 weeks in Libya, which was a frightening experience. I know that because when he came through in May of 2011 at Medill, he talked about it. And he talked about how frightening it was. And it was so frightening that I'm sure that there are people who would have gone through that experience and said, okay, well, you know what, I guess I don't want to be a war correspondent anyway. But Jim took a break, spent some time with his family and his friends in the States, and then he went back to work. And I was saying to Ms. Kwan, the first thing that I thought of when I saw the news report yesterday was, all this time, we didn't know if he was alive or dead. And it was getting harder and harder to hold on to the faith that he was still living. The longer the time went on without a word from him. We're talking about, what, 21 months? With nothing. And then I'm saying, all this time he was alive, because I remember posting something last November saying, just because we haven't heard from James doesn't mean that he's not still alive somewhere. And even when I posted that, I remember thinking, God, I hope he is. And then to find out that he's alive just before he's murdered, it triples the agony, it really does.